It's hard to slow down when everything's telling you to go faster and to give more. I worked a lot for very little pay, for exposure a lot, like so much. Did it give me exposure? I wouldn't say any of it really did, or even like a referral. But I did have to do that to be like, wait a second. I need to value my time because it's taken away from my family. It's taken away from things that matter to me. I had to learn that.
Welcome to this episode of the Friendly Founders Podcast. Today I have Vika Samoylov, who is a business owner, brand designer, and just an all-around amazing human being. So Vika recently helped me develop my brand identity, my logo, and a bunch of other things for Friendly Founders. And with this episode, I just wanted to have her on and talk about the importance of always staying up to date, learning, teaching yourself the important things in life. And I think I couldn't have a better guest than someone like you who has been so self-taught in so many different ways and are able to create something so amazing. So thank you and welcome to the show.
Thank you. That was a really nice introduction.
After a lot of tries, we got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where should we start? I guess, where did you start? Where did you start your design journey?
Okay. My dad loved photography.
Okay.
And so we always had, if not the creative suite, we always had Photoshop.
Okay.
And I love Microsoft Paint. I love Photoshop. I loved a project where I got to do cutouts and bubble letters. I loved art too. And it all goes hand in hand. So anytime I got to be creative, I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like school projects, most people hated them. I loved a school project. Like,
what was your favorite thing about a school project?
Oh my goodness. The dioramas I would make. I loved making like a 3D Greek house. I made a castle once. Super psyched about it. Or like the trifold or whatever they were things. Like if we had a science
like a
project,
science fair?
I was so excited about those. I remember one time we got to go to JMU for it. I don't remember what it was about.
It's okay. It's not important.
But I remember putting on the glitter stars and we were discussing the symmetry, whether it should be scattered or symmetrical. Anyways, long story short, I wanted to go to college and do something creative. I tried MTC out for drafting. That wasn't creative enough. I technically wanted to be an artist, but playing around with Photoshop, since my dad had it all the time, I really liked that. And I could do more things with words, like invitations for things. Or my friend had like a little CD she made. I made a cover for her. And I was like, yeah, this is probably what I want to do.
Now, did you like seek those things out or did they find you?
I didn't seek those out, no. But like, because I was already, like I made yard sale flyers when I was in middle school because I wanted a yard sale. Like I was always doing those things. So
Okay.
they just like, hey, can you figure this out?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially. So I wasn't sure if I was going to go to college, but then I was like, let me try like graphic design and see if I like it. And they had like a small program that you could transfer to JMU with it. So I did that. It seemed like the most reasonable thing instead of just being like a starving artist, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I think my dad definitely wanted me to go be a nurse. So he was kind of like, that this one's all you. Like,
Yeah. He didn't support, even though he was a photographer with Photoshop.
I think our parents came here and they're like, life can be tricky. They just wanted us to have like an easier life. So they're like, hey, you can still like draw pretty pictures on your free time, but you can also be like a nurse and have a good income in it also. So he didn't not support it. He was just a little more nervous about it than I was. But I've always been bullheaded and I just kind of did what I wanted.
Yeah.
And figured it out. I like applied to FAFSA. I did all my stuff myself, and I was like, I got in. I'm going to school.
Yeah. Did you feel like how would you have felt if you went and decided to be a nurse? Do you think a part of you would be dead inside?
No, I don't think I'd be dead inside. I definitely would always be still doing something creative, and I think the way I go about a lot of things is like if that's what I'm going to be wishing I had more time for, I'll just rather focus on that. So, I mean, I ended up, even while I was in college, working at a chiropractic office that did like integrative health. And I actually really, really loved it. I love health. I love that aspect of it. I love caring for people. I think if it hadn't worked out, I probably would have considered maybe like a physical therapist or something like that. But I don't think I would have hated it, but I'm really happy that some part of me was a little bit like stupid enough to just go for it.
And to like believe yourself and be
Yeah.
like, I can do this. Do you Are you excited now that you get to do the thing, like get to create stuff for your job? Is that exciting or is that
Yes, it's so exciting. I actually found my old blog last night.
no way? Wait, how old is this?
Oh man, 2008.
Okay. Do
So
you
I
have
was
like a
still
ton
in
of entries?
college.
Do you have a ton of entries in there?
Yeah, I
What
don't
did it
want to
feel
know
like?
too. I don't want to say too much about it because it's out there.
People can find
um,
it right now.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I worked at a hotel, or at that time I was at a hotel, and it would be quiet in the afternoons. And I would always sketch or draw something, and like every day I tried to post something, like even if it was like a napkin sketch or
Hmm.
cardboard. So I mean, even then I was always trying to. There was an entry in there where I said, one day I want to wake up. I thought I was going to be an artist. I was like, one day I want to wake up, open the window, start painting, have lunch, go back to painting. That's my like every day. And I was reading it yesterday and I was like, I don't maybe paint because I kind of realized I want that for fun.
You want to leave that part off
I do,
for
yeah.
yourself personally.
But I get to be creative.
Yeah.
So
Is that amazing?
it is really cool. I wish we all were able to keep more trinkets like that to where we could look back on it and like find little seeds we planted for ourselves and be grateful.
I was reading some old diary entries recently too,
Mm-hmm.
and just thinking about myself 5 years ago or whenever I wrote this, and like it's actually such a joy to go back and to like see where you were at, what you were thinking. Um, it's special. It's sad that
Mm-hmm.
we don't record more of the things that we do.
It makes you grateful,
Hmm.
which is, I mean, we can all use more of that, right? Um, can I ask, were there certain things that you like didn't think would happen that did that you're happy about?
Hmm.
Like,
Things that didn't happen that I thought would.
or like for me, I didn't think that I would actually ever do that, like be creative for a job. Like I wanted it, but I wasn't say I was like 100% sure it was going to happen. I was just like,
Hmm.
wouldn't that be nice? You
Yeah.
know, stuff like that.
No, I'm very far away from my dream. So what I did, what I did is I wrote down my schedule. Like I'm gonna wake up.
Uh-huh.
The first few hours, I want to go to the beach, play volleyball for like the first few hours, then
Okay.
come home, do some writing, do some work. Like I
Mhm.
have like a dream layout of a day that would be amazing for me. That would like be filled with work, sports, family, all
Okay.
that kind of stuff. But I'm very far away from achieving that because I have to work a 9 to 5 sadly. But
Okay.
the moment my dreams catch up to all the things that I want to do, and I start actually making progress on it, one day that will be my schedule, and I'm excited for
Yeah,
that.
I think that's kind of what that helped me realize too. It's like I worked a lot. I had a lot of late nights, and like some of it like was so many times that I just like did things that didn't end up paying off at all.
Hmm.
Well, it didn't feel like it, but overall, like it kind of maybe happened 20 years later than I thought. But
Yeah.
like it's coming together.
The thought was there, and now it's
Yeah.
finally you're seeing like it come to fruition.
Yeah, just like you said, that flexibility is like there, which is really awesome. And I'm at home, so that's really, really awesome.
Yeah. Underrated. There's so much peace at home, especially, well, there can be.
We have 3 dogs in there right now and 2 cats. It's not really peaceful this week.
But I've seen your studio. Your studio is nice. It's very comfortable, it seems like.
I'm very happy with it. Like I couldn't have imagined the space like that to work.
Yeah, these things, like when you said that you felt like you spent a lot of time, or spent a lot of nights working on things that didn't quite pan out, were those things that you had to learn or things that you just wanted to learn?
I had to learn them because I will not. I'm a hands-on learner. First of all, but second of all, I learn on my mistakes. Um,
You're not talented enough to learn off others? I'm not either.
I have to almost like experience the problem to understand why it is a problem. So like I worked a lot for very little pay for exposure a lot, like so much. Did it give me exposure? I wouldn't say any of it really did, or even like a referral. But I did have to do that to be like, wait a second, I need to value my time because it's taken away from my family. It's taken away from things that matter to me. I had to learn that.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, I had to learn a lesson. Like I'm
Few
still
times.
working on it, but like, and when I was really young, like I gave up so much of my time and energy for things that, for people and things I don't even talk to anymore,
Yeah.
see anymore, that don't matter.
Wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I thought it was really smart at the time.
Yeah. I feel that. And I, first off, really relate to this notion of just doing things yourself and experiencing it before you can have any clarity.
Hmm.
It's just hard to sit and think everything through. It's not going to go the way that you're thinking it's going to go.
No.
Guarantee you that. So I think it's important. Like, I don't know any other way to figure things out other than just like do it myself, run into the problem and figure it out when I'm there. But
Hmm.
I think it's good. I think it's important to live an eventful life and to do things and figure it out as you go, because what's the alternative? Staying stagnant, not learning anything, like falling behind. I'm not interested in that personally.
I envy people who have, well, I guess to some extent, I did know what I wanted to do. I want to do some creative, sure. But like people that are like, I want to be a doctor. This is what I need to do. I need this much of school, and then I can buy a house, and then, or I can get married, whatever. Like they have this plan. That's awesome. But I do feel like if something happens, it's really hard for them to adapt because they've had such a straight
Right.
thing. So being able to mess up a lot has been great because teaches you to how to be adaptable and be like, oh man,
And not be a
how do I get out
perfectionist.
of this? Yeah. And so it helps you problem solve. Like I have no regrets for any of those issues I did. Um, but even like having multiple jobs while I was trying to like freelance and do other stuff, I think every single one of those brings something to the table, even if it's like, oh, okay, I can work in like a wellness industry now because I've worked in it. Like I understand the language, which has been really helpful to kind of understand like how their offices work, how they target their like audience and stuff. So
Hmm.
I think it all works together.
What do you think businesses need to think about whenever they're trying to figure out like who they want to talk to? Because this is something that I'm currently really struggling with.
When who they want to talk to?
Like who they want to help. Is that supposed to just come from a founder's like core mission, or what's your experience?
I can say from my experience of what like didn't work.
Okay.
I thought I had a very distinct idea of who I wanted to help.
And who was that?
I thought it was going to be like children's brands and like colorful illustrations and stuff. And I do like a lot of that fun stuff. But I think also it came down to like, what can I offer these people that they might not be able to find somewhere else? I think there's a lot of bright and bold illustrators. But like, for example, like therapy offices and stuff like that, like it's hard to find someone who can understand you. So you almost have to like figure out what's unique about yourself
Hmm.
and how you can offer that.
And like, who is it unique to?
Who's it unique to? Yeah. Because I like when I first started too, I was like, okay, I know who I want to target. And then I just ended up being completely different. It took me a while to realize like what was the disconnect. And it's because like those people are like, well, that's like, there's nothing unique that I can offer to that space that they don't already have.
Yeah. And if there isn't, then like essentially your thing is a commodity and there's no reason for you
Yeah.
to even do it.
I mean, I could, but like,
And not everyone sees value in you too.
yes.
Like you might be a lot more valuable to someone else, to like one person than the other. And you can't control that. But what you can do is go work with the people that you are going to be most valuable to.
Yeah. And it kind of goes hand in hand with like the concept of like the best way to get rid of your competition is to raise your price. But if you think about it, like raise your value,
Yeah.
it kind of works the same way.
Yeah, just be more valuable than everyone else, and then
Yeah,
everybody will want to
but-
work with you.
And being valuable is usually in a very specific way because people value very specific things.
Where do you think you're valuable now to your customers?
I think what I've learned that is a little bit different for me is that I don't design just visually. I really want to figure out the bottom story. And I want to kind of bring that out, even if like we don't get through all of it right away. I want that to be like, what's the word for it?
Foundation.
But like start like a
Snowball.
snowball. Like, because when you're just starting, you're not going to have all the answers, but I want to like kind of like put those questions in their heads so they can kind of start working through them. Because a lot of the people that I first started working with when I decided to like have like specifically visual, like creative, were like just starting. And they were just like, well, I just want to like target everyone. I want to be like just accessible and stuff. And
Everyone should love me. I'm for everyone.
And it's like, that's sure. But it's like
It's hard to build an
everyone,
audience off
yeah,
everyone.
and everyone, especially after COVID, everyone's starting their own business because they're like, wait, like nothing is actually that secure. So a
Mhm.
lot more people starting their own business, and you kind of have to put a lot more work into it than people think. It's
Mhm.
not, I mean, it's already enough work to just get the confidence to even say you're going to do it, but like to make it memorable, it's a lot of work. And you don't need to have all of it, but just keep it in your mind, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think has been the hardest thing about starting Visual Light Creative?
The hardest thing is learning to be my own boss. Like I'm in charge of myself. And like
There's no
I
school that
will
teaches you this?
I will overwork myself and I have to be a nicer boss. Like I don't I don't have the problem of like making myself work. I have the problem of being like, all right, you need to like
You've done
focus your
enough.
work. Yeah,
Mhm.
or you've done enough or you need to rest. So that was the hardest. Like I can find a client, I can work with a client. Structures are also hard.
Mhm.
Creating systems because every client's different. So I'm trying to find like what is like the very similarities that we can all use. So being my boss and having good structures have wiped
Yeah.
me out some days.
And I'm assuming there was no school that taught you this. You just had to go through and learn it yourself.
No,
Was
but
there? What
there
what
are
helped you?
resources.
Well, yeah,
There's so many
what
resources.
were some of the most helpful resources to you?
I took Design Biz Academy, which is literally Design Business Academy. So
Mhm.
I was like, oh, perfect, because I didn't really finish my 4-year degree, so I didn't learn whatever was there. But secondly, I didn't learn like any of the business aspect of it. And like even now, like you go to college, you get 4 years degree, and it's like you can be so good at design, but you're a good worker for someone, which is
Mhm.
great. There's value in that. I
Oh,
mean, it makes sense. I
um,
guess go get a business major too. Like
it's a lot of school.
but it's a very specific skill. It's a very specific way to market it. So I took that. That I think was 3 months. I'm very happy with that.
The business part. Business
Yeah,
school?
I mean, you work on projects as you go through it,
Okay.
but like they show you a structure you can use, and I think what was most beneficial is there's like a bunch of other people, and you talk with them, and you see how they're doing their stuff.
Right.
And even if what is taught in the school itself might be not super applicable for you at the time, you kind of get to pick and choose how people are doing it because nobody
Right.
ever lets you in behind the scenes.
Yeah, and plus you can make your own system,
Yeah.
whatever works best for you.
Yeah. Whether it's like softwares or like how to do this. And I mean, the design part, I think most everyone there already knew how to do it. It was just like the process and all that stuff, or like how to learn to set a price without crying. Just like
Wait, out of those two skills, setting a price without crying or design, which one would you say is more important?
more important.
Yeah.
Setting a price without crying.
Okay.
Because, I mean, what are you going to do with that skill besides like I mean, you can use it for your own messaging.
Yeah. And if you don't, then you just end up working yourself so much, not like you said, working for exposure for all these things because you
Yeah.
can't price your own work.
Yeah. And when you work too much, then you start losing like you need to have like space to think, space to like learn more.
Yeah.
And so you're not giving yourself space to get better either.
When did you first start investing in yourself and deciding that like you're okay with paying money for courses, taking things outside of school? When did that start?
I think that was the first time.
Okay. And how long into your journey was this?
I mean, my first design job was 2012, and I took that class 2 years ago,
Okay.
15 years,
Mm-hmm.
where I was like, I mean, you take free stuff like here and there, you watch a video, but that was the first time I was like, I'm going to actually like put money into some education and learn a thing. And I wanted to expedite the process, I think.
Yeah. Find a shortcut or
Yeah.
ex-
I hate wasting
talk.
time.
Me too. I feel that. So when I was when I was learning everything that I learned, I was actually watching The Future back when
Mm-hmm.
the channel first started. So like all of Chris Do's old videos. I've been like a super fan for a really long
He's a
time.
deficient man.
Dude's been creating content for a really long time. I remember when the Future first like just came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched his Nike logo video, and I was like, I just learned about pricing, like how to set it in a very bold way, like the way he talked about the philosophy of pricing, positioning, um, just competing in a marketplace. I love that. Like everything about that, I was invested, and I never knew I was going to be a designer or do design because that's what I do full time now. I do web and marketing design.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would actually end up doing that because I worked in tech. I did IT for 10 years. I don't know if you know this.
I do know, but like you didn't feel like they went like
I feel like they're so different.
it was like the analytical part versus like a lot of the creative.
Help desk, information technology, fixing people's computers when they break,
Okay.
versus doing marketing, creating websites.
Okay.
It was like so different. It was like for some people, I guess it's kind of the same thing. It's all on the computer, as like my parents would say. Like, so it was my responsibility.
So you have the same job
If it's
still?
on the computer, it's like it was up to me.
Computer chick. Sorry.
Pretty much. But yeah, I was learning how to do all that, and it was partly like out of necessity, partly out of curiosity. My dad had a business. I remember uploading, just like recording videos on a camera. I've always liked the camera too. Something about it, like since I was young, they would just give me the camera and be like, Mark, it's a computer thing, figure it out. So I was just grew up like being surrounded by computers. It's kind of my escape too. I really like technology. But I would do videos, do photos for my dad, the stuff he would sell on eBay. I made a couple of videos. We put them on YouTube like 15 years ago, and they have like some insane views right now. They're not even like that good. They're just like my dad inventing some stuff.
I mean, that's the stuff I watch.
And, like, it's wild. But these videos are still getting him leads today, which is wild. And like they're all like 480p, 360p. They're like so bad.
You know the long-term effects of video, like, because you've done it.
Yeah, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
But I really wish I kept creating. Actually, that would have been super fun. But anyways, all this to say, I started learning everything that I know from Chris Do and in the future, and it was such an amazing free resource that whenever, like, I'm just like you, where I want a shortcut, I don't want to do the hard thing myself. Like, I would love to learn from a structure from someone who's figured out, who's done it before. Yeah. Ultimately, I have to do it myself. But it's really great to get guidance and like mentorship from someone who has done it, who is good at it, so that they can teach you. And for me, as soon as there were paid resources that were available that I trusted from people who had been putting out content, that have already helped me so much on my journey, made it such a no-brainer to just be like, I have so much trust built up in this. Yeah. Like I want this, I need this. That was kind of my journey, but I guess I've never been afraid to like invest money and spend it if it's something that I really want and I think they can really help me. Like I took a short form content class that was super insightful. That was actually a lot of the stuff that I learned about creating hooks, about how people like how I view content. I view it so differently now. Like whenever
you analyze it now, kind of
every first few seconds, I'm like, am I watching this? Am I not? Like what's making me want to stay? What's making me want to watch? What am I feeling? What's the music? What's the vibe? Yeah, and I'm like over analyzing every piece of content, and I completely think of like long form and short form completely differently now. Now, whenever like the truth is about when it comes to short form, what I'm seeing is no one is deciding or remembering anything about short form.
No,
it just shows up. It's like a brain rot. You're on autopilot. It's not a good place to be. Yeah. Kind of like yes, you can use it to get a lot of distribution and exposure, and it's good. I think there's a time and a place for it, but it's not where I'm optimally want to be. I want to be the person that you go and make a conscious decision to watch, to work with, to engage with. Like I want that intentionality there. That's personally really important for me because I want to control who this is coming out to, and I don't want to just be like, I'll take the benefits of showing up on someone's feed and they decide, oh, like I really like them, but I also want the person to come back because they remember who I am, they like what I do, and they want to see more of it.
I'm just thinking how different that is when creating like long form content versus just marketing. It's, you know what I'm saying?
No, what do you mean?
So when you're creating like content, you are marketing yourself, but you're marketing the content is the product, right?
I think there should be some separation between you making a thing about yourself, like, oh, look how great I am. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think there's like a big difference between doing that and making something that people want to watch that actually helps people.
Yes. Well said.
I'm not a fan of, like, I see a lot of companies where they'll make a post, they'll make something, and usually it's short form, and it'll just be all about them. It's not like reaching out to anyone.
What are we given?
Yeah, like there's no value being given or exchanged that is meaningful or valuable to anyone. So I'm not a fan of that. And I think the easiest way to fight that is to make content with intentionality that is going to live more than a couple weeks on someone's feed, that has a home, has a title, has a thumbnail, has an idea, is packaged together, and is like evergreen. You can go watch this anytime, and it will always be valuable. Is the goal, and you're not always going to be right. You're going to make misses and whatnot, but that should be the goal every time, rather than like traditional marketing. What most people do is just talk about themselves,
Just
and that's
kinda
not
exist,
interesting.
Show up.
Yeah, it's just not interesting
Yeah.
unless you can make it interesting somehow. But most people struggle with that.
I was telling Voss that yesterday. I feel like a lot of people are just batch creating just to like pop up.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, I want to be seen. I want to like show up
Yeah.
on someone's feed. But you're not thinking like, what are you showing up with? Are they actually watching? Are they not? Do they see you and just scroll past because there's nothing interesting? That's worse than not
Yeah.
showing up. Like honestly.
And I think it's hard now too because everyone's fighting for it, and so everyone's just like, if I just show up a little bit more, just a little bit more constant, you don't have time to like. If you're trying to show up that often, and these little blippets,
Yeah.
you're gonna burn yourself out too.
And ultimately, the goal is to spend time with the customer to build trust. That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing that over reels and short form content, it's a very inefficient way of spending time with someone. So I think the better way is to start a podcast, even if it's not video, even if you're just talking, like spend time with your voice, talk about what you're interested in talking about, try to make it interesting, try to give people some value. And I think we're going to see a trend, especially with AI and how much content is going to be created in short form. That's going to be brain rot.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a huge shift of people moving over towards content that's a little more slow, that's boring, that's longer, whether it's like email newsletters, just long drawn out pieces of content.
The Substacks are getting really popular.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's already happening.
Raw
right?
videos with no editing are getting more popular
Yeah.
than like this. Like people are tired of the hyper edited, hyper sensationalist videos with crazy hooks. Like all that is gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna go really numb to it, and then we're gonna seek and search for like a deeper connection and a longing, and that's where where you have an opportunity to be either a person or a business or somebody that is like leading that conversation.
It's hard to slow down when everything's telling you to go faster and to give more. And I think that happens a lot. I don't mean to take it away from what you're saying, but like even like the branding thing, they want it now. They want it quick. They're like, just give us a look. Let's go. Let's do it.
They don't even want to spend the time answering the questions.
They don't, because they're like, I'm losing money if I don't look good now. And it's like, you're going to lose money long term if you look good now with no substance.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes, well, some people just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, well, they're just not willing to do the work.
And that's okay. That's not the people, like, you can, not like, no offense to Fiverr, but like that is what you can use that for, is find someone that will give you what you want now if that's what you really want to do. But like, if you're trying to do like a long-term game, like it's the same concept. Because with a video, you're also you're sharing your voice, you're sharing what you value, you're sharing who you are. Like it's the same. It's all the same.
You're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to figure out, what do you actually want to say? What's important to you? How does that tie into your business? How does that tie into your message? All of it is like a package. And it's probably like one of my, like, I love learning. I will take so many courses. If I think what I'm going to get is valuable, especially when it comes to like personal work. I love going to,
don't get me started.
I love doing personal work. I love going to my therapist.
Yeah.
I love thinking about personal branding, thinking about like what
your whys, all of the whys,
all the different parts of me, everything that I love doing. How does it all come together? What is the gift that I'm giving out and like putting out into the world? Like, what am I making that's worthwhile? And I guess the only way to figure that out is to like, for me to do it and figure out like, what am I resonating with more? What do I like? What do I not? What do I need to adjust? Like, I don't know of any other way to do it than just to like go through and do it. But by doing it, by going through it, it gives you so much.
It clears everything up.
It's
right?
like, yeah, because like you know
what you don't.
Yeah, I get stuck doing like overthinking things a lot of times, or like trying to think it all through. But it's just easier to do it a few times, figure out what you need to, and then go through. But anyways, all this to say, personal branding has been something that I've really loved learning about. It's been the most fascinating thing because you get to learn about your shadow self. You get to like, and Christo has this amazing book called Unbrand Yourself that I've been going through recently. And he's not sponsoring this. He should be.
Just that excited.
Chris, you should be. But no, if you're looking for a good workbook on personal branding, it's not even that. I think it's like $50 or something.
I mean, that's like therapy's like $300 a visit.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So you're getting a deal.
yeah.
But that was amazing to go through that. And actually, if you're joining his content lab, which he's doing right now, and running, and he's reworking it right now to make it go in line and do like sections of the workbook through the program. It's
Mhm.
really cool. But working with him, it's just been amazing to see him apply this and get, like we were talking about this before the pod, how whenever you talk to some people, you have to get your words out very clearly and you have to get to the point very fast. Chris is one of these people who doesn't want to hear you beat around the bush. Like, figure out what your question is, figure out where you need help, what you need help with, and articulate it well.
Get
and
to
then,
it.
Well, because like I think he's like one of these people that can help you with anything. Like, just tell me where you need help.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like figuring out how to market your content agency. He can do that. If it's, I don't know what I want to say, he can help you with that. Like, just tell the man where you need help.
And we complicate it. I know I complicate it because I'm always like, what is the best way to present this idea? And oftentimes it is like 4 words, but you want to be like, okay, well, how do I explain how I got here?
Right.
But a lot of times nobody cares.
That's true. And I think we were talking about this with the logo design. Like, you want to know the story, the original
Yeah.
backstory, and you want to like put something unique into the logo that kind of maybe touches on, that points to it, and like the how we got here and all that. And that's really cool and has like deep meaning for the owner.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times people don't care. And like you
Yeah,
said, the
It's a
brand,
bummer.
it is. It's really cool that you do it. But like a lot of times the brand will carry the logo. And it's more about like you having that deep purpose, knowing what you're doing, that's going to carry the logo anyways. And
Yes.
people are going to see that first. Like, they're going to experience. I actually made a video for my church. In this video, one of the ladies said, some people will read you before they read the Bible.
Mm.
And how important it is to always show up and be like, they're going to,
It's like that with everything.
Yeah.
Your brand, your business,
people are going to feel it before they feel it.
your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have like 1 second.
The point is, it's very important to be intentional and to think about it. And a lot of times when you're doing it for yourself, it's hard to do. That's why you need a professional's help like yours.
When we were working through your branding, we had like a tentative thing,
Mhm.
and then you decided to take it to your mentor to get feedback. What were some takeaways?
Okay, the funniest thing that Chris said when he saw the branding for the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
he said, Mark, this is more work than I've seen anybody ever do for a podcast.
Well, for a podcast?
Well, because I sent him everything that you did. I
Oh
sent
my
him I
goodness.
sent him the branding package.
Okay.
I sent him like all the template, the outline, the core ideas, the visual identity. He was super impressed. He was like, Mark, this is amazing. This is more work than anyone has ever done for a podcast. I would recommend just doing it and figuring it out.
Okay.
Which is so
That ma-
funny because that's
that
what we've
makes
been
sense.
talking about
Yeah.
this whole time. Is just like stepping into the ring and actually like putting it out there and learning through failure, through iteration.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
And that's like I said
Yeah.
before, like six times already. This is the only way I learn. When
Mhm.
it comes to sports, when it comes to the gym, whatever the thing is, video games, I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get better at it. And the more I do it, the better I'll get. And I think it's okay to be bad at something. I just think it's not
Yeah.
okay to stay bad.
Yes. Well, that's how we get better.
Right. And you just have to realize, okay, I'm not very good at this thing that I want to be good at. The next step is figuring out how much times you're going to practice it so that you can get better.
I was reading a book that my friend recommended yesterday. It was about boundaries. It said, how did it put it? That God does not like passiveness.
Hmm.
So he would rather you do it and learn it than to just the whole thing with the gifts, right? He would rather you do it and take the risk of losing it than just sitting there
Bury
and
it
like
and-
clutching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really helpful to me to be just like, okay, just do it. You know in your gut what you need to be doing. Maybe you won't do it perfect. Go for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see how like exactly what you mean. You just kind of got to bust your way through some things sometimes to kind of like
Yeah.
figure it out.
So when did you know that this is what you were going to do? Like, this is what you want to do. This is your gift and that you want to give it out and share it with the world and have a business around it. Did all that come together
I
at the same
always
time?
knew I love logos. I can tell you the little Debbie logo. I used to cut them out and save them. I used to love packaging. I loved it. I didn't know how that was going to happen. Like I didn't understand that this was a thing. And so when I did graphic design, I'm like, oh, like you do logos sometimes. But then I'm like, okay, why am I stuck doing like textbooks? Like I like logos. And so like it's been a process of like, wait, if I want to do it, usually you just do it as an own boutique agency as opposed to working for a printing press or large like marketing company. A lot of that stuff is you're using design, but you're not creating that. And I think when I worked at a trade show company, people would send in their brand guides. I was like, who's doing this? Like,
Right.
I want to be doing that. How do I do this? And then I just realized you kind of just have to do it. I thought there was like a school for it. I thought there was like a course. I mean, there's courses, but you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like, I started seeing the patterns. I was like, wait, like I deal with these things all the time. Like, this is just the putting it together. So I guess always.
Okay.
Long story short.
Oh, from a young age.
Yeah. I love
From the first little
the
Debbie.
backstory. One of my favorite things I used to do, I used to like writing, kind of like you were saying too. And I used to write these chapter books, like 12 pages. Okay, I got that far. But what I would love doing is creating the character, where they're from, what they're like, what they wear, like, and then I would get bored. And so you've seen
Just
me
designing personas for fun.
it's for fun. You see me like start some businesses. I love it. I get it going. Then I'm like, I don't want to do it. I already designed it. I made the website. I'm bored. Like, and
How
so
many businesses has this happened with?
I mean, I've redesigned my like freelance business like I don't know how many times, and I had the most fun just doing that. And then you're like, well, I guess I have to redo it again because that was so much fun. The workout thing, I love doing that. Just yeah.
It's like going on a roller coaster, being like, again.
Yep. I was like, that's what I liked. I don't actually want to like ask people if they did their workout. I love health, but like I don't care if you did yours. So that's yeah.
Good answer.
I had questions for you.
Okay.
We both done a lot of different jobs or tried on different hats.
I've worn so many hats.
As well as I know you're always learning something, like you said, always trying out new skills. Like I've known you for a long time. I've seen you pick up a lot of different hobbies and stuff and being very good at them. What is maybe one or your favorite that you learned and maybe didn't use it as often as you thought, but maybe had good life application?
I would say just in general sports.
Mm-hmm.
For me, sports were a huge escape. And I think like a lot of the stuff that I learned through sports has just been able to like carry over into everything else that I'm doing. It's just kind of like really set a foundation for my life to like teach you the exact benefits of discipline, showing up, like repetitive tasks.
Teaches you confidence. I've noticed in some of my friends. I feel like it helps with the confidence because you trust yourself.
Yeah, I feel like the more I do it, like this is why I even started the podcast in the first place. I just need reps. Like I need experience. I need like a reason to make me make videos so that I can fall into the rhythm of doing it, get consistent, and then eventually get better.
Just keep leveling up.
Yeah. But it's an amazing game to play because if you think about it, if you can win, the results are so worth it. If you can make good videos, you can build trust, you can have an audience that wants to see more of you. Like you're able to open up, show who you are, help the people that you are meant to help and show up while you're doing it. And other people are learning from it. You're learning from it. You can now help others do the same thing. Like, I just think it's an amazing game to win.
It's also kind of like a lost art, kind of. I mean, people used to sit down and talk a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. And so I think even watching people sit down and talk, like you did one with my friend, and I was like, I haven't had a coffee date with her in so long. Like, I feel like I just had one. Like, I was so like excited because I was like, that was perfect. I felt like I was there and I got to have this like bonding experience. So you're bringing like this like old school back.
Yeah.
Of,
Thank
like,
you. I
long
love that.
Conversations.
No, I think it's spending an hour and a half with someone is a big commitment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big commitment. And if someone's going to do that on a YouTube video, whether because they want to see me or they want to see who I'm interviewing, either way, I'm very thankful that somebody is willing to like take time out of their day to do that. And they see value in what I'm making.
Thanks for coming to hang.
Yeah. Like this is amazing. I made this. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, then and you get something out of it. I think like in this hypersensitive or hyper, like ADHD attention world with all this AI slop, all this stuff coming, people just want like to go back to the basics, like slow down.
It'd be really cool to see like within some time and to just go back and compare. That would be really
Every single episode I do,
fun.
I look back and compare and I'm like, okay, we're changing this and that.
Leveling up.
Like from the first episode to now, it's just fun. It really is fun. And that's like what you were talking about, finding your diary or your journal, your blog. And just seeing what you wrote like way back then and remembering what you felt when you wrote it, it's like thinking where you were. Yeah. I get to do that. Like I actually, on my video, on my YouTube, I have a bunch of videos from travel vacation videos that are just I made with my friends back in the day, and they're like 10 years ago now. And it was like we look back and it just brings you back.
Yeah, it really does because it's not even in the video. Your brain kind of fills in all the gaps.
It's like, oh, you're able to remember everything right
It's
away.
really cool. I got one more question for you.
Let's hear it.
When you're learning new things, do you find that they're mostly learned out of necessity to like adapt to something or out of just sheer curiosity?
I think it's a pretty good mix of both.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the curiosity goes deep. The curiosity goes extremely deep. But sometimes I'm just not curious until I reach a point where I have to be curious.
Okay.
So it really just depends. I would say right now, what I'm most curious about is YouTube and packaging. I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop thinking about how to take an idea, like what we've been talking about, have a intentional idea, like something, a piece of art or a piece of work that you want to create, how to put it out into the world and package it and present it in a way that other people want to
Okay.
receive it.
I went into like
Yeah, like actual design
product packaging. I was like,
No.
huh, okay.
No,
Okay.
I think about like YouTube content
Okay.
idea packaging.
Packaging your,
Yeah,
okay.
packaging the podcast. One of the exciting things that we're actually debuting on this show is a new format where I'll make my guests bring a list. And the whole point of that is I'm really excited for your list, by the way.
It was slick.
But the whole point of the list is to make a separate piece of content within the podcast that I can then repackage as its own standalone 13-minute thing. Because like we said before, asking someone to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours of their time is a big ask. But yeah, the whole goal is to figure out like how do I do YouTube? Because ultimately, I think YouTube is the best return on investment that anyone can make right now. And it feels like there's a short amount of time before this opportunity is gone. But honestly, it's not even. I think people are going to want to slow down.
You just want to be ready for it.
Very soon. People are going to want to slow down. They're going to want more of this content. They already do.
Yeah.
I just want to be there providing it when that happens.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the curiosity goes crazy. I was up till like 3:30 last night chasing a rabbit trail, but it was good. It had a very good result.
Quicker that way, right? When your curiosity is like up high, you're just going all in.
Yeah. So, yeah, I usually will find something I'm really curious about learning and just go pretty heavy on it because it's been like this since with everything.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's called hyperfixation. Also,
it's probably hyperfixation, but Mr. Beast did it too. So
it works. It doesn't matter how you got there. It works.
But like, if you think about it, who's gonna win? A person that's hyperfixated and obsessed with something, or someone who like barely thinks about it?
I think it's a win.
I think it's a win too.
I love all my hyperfixations. It's always been a good time. All right, here's my list of 7 non-negotiables if you want to start your own business. We're going to start with everyone's favorite, mindset.
Okay, tell us about mindset. Why is this a non-negotiable skill for starting a business?
You can have all the skills in the world. If you don't know how to apply them, if you don't know how to wrangle them, if you don't know where to set your boundaries for yourself, it's not sustainable. It's going to bring out all of your weaknesses. Even if you've ignored them up until now, it will bring them out, usually in most inopportune times. So if you work on it ahead of time, you can set yourself up to be prepared for how to deal with, and stress just brings out all of our weaknesses. So it will be stressful and it will bring out your weaknesses. So you got to work on your mindset, whether it's by reading books, just journaling. You have to kind of figure out how you work.
Is this different than like rest and recovery, or is that a part of mindset?
I would say it's with it because you have to wrap your mind around your rest and recovery. Like, what's your mindset towards it?
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to put them all in one.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good first one then. But yeah, I think if your mind is made up, you can do some amazing things.
You can.
But if your mind has the strongest thing, and that's the thing you have to take care of first. When this one running, when doing anything, it's like if you set your mind to it, we are capable of some incredible things. But making that decision and making that commitment and setting your mind is difficult.
Yes.
What's helped you the most with your mindset?
Making the decision to read self-help books, I always thought was so cringe.
Yeah? Do you like them now?
I love them, but it's really hard not to read them and feel good about the things you learned and then just forget to
And not
them
apply
and
it.
then just keep reading
I
and
think
keep
we all
reading them.
fall into that.
Yeah. You got to give yourself checkpoints. Otherwise,
You get the dopamine from reading, which is good,
Mhm.
and that plays into the whole mindset thing. But you have to get the dopamine from doing it.
yeah, you got to remember it.
Yeah.
It's got to stay. Yeah.
Okay, solid first one. What's number 2?
All right. Number 2, you got to learn how to prioritize. There's going to be too much things to do, too much things to think about. Everything's going to be urgent. You've got to learn to just make a decision and figure out a way to start learning to prioritize things, even if it's not perfect. You got to figure out a way to move forward. You cannot get hung up on things. You've got to be like, okay, if I can't get past this, what can I get past? You just got to keep moving. Otherwise, you will stall out. It never stops running.
What's a good guide for knowing what to prioritize in your business? Like, what is the most important thing? And what is in the middle, and what's the least important?
I think for me, I'm like, what is stopping me? So, like, if I'm working on a big project, right, and I just cannot stop thinking about this silly little one because it's just nagging, I will stop it. I'll work on this little one, clear my mind, work on the big one. I think just kind of constantly like assessing what's holding me back or like what will hold up more things if I don't do it.
Yeah, like what's the biggest bottleneck?
That, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Super important.
But also it's kind of like a double meaning thing. Like the mindset priority thing, you got to prioritize your rest. You got to learn that those things are important.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned those the hard way, but yeah.
Now you've learned.
Learning is weird.
You know it one time.
You know it, but you don't always do it. But yeah. Should we do 3?
Yes, let's get it.
My favorite. How do people?
What does that mean?
Customer service is very good, but how to read people is a good skill to have, to like recognize people's discomfort, recognize when they can relax around you, but also recognize how you come across. I guess being self-aware is huge.
Like you said, being aware of the environment you're in. Like a lot of times you're talking to a customer and they'll say something, you'll say something back to them and they'll get uncomfortable. You have to know to pause right there and be like, I can tell that like maybe your body's not agreeing with you, but you're saying yes. Is there like some hesitation here? Tell me about that. Just like having the emotional intelligence to like see the thing that isn't so obvious.
Yes. And it kind of goes, in a face-to-face interaction, but also how you present yourself. You have to, it's all in that self-awareness, I guess, how you present the business, how people will react to it. It's
kind of all of what marketing and branding is.
It is. It's all peopling.
Yeah.
Like it's reading people, it's listening to people, it's talking to people and learning like how the cues all work together.
And all the stories boil back down to people anyways.
Yeah.
It's always about a person.
Our whole existence is about the existence of people and how to interact with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that could have been number 1. To me, honestly, maybe I would put how do people first. But anyways, this is your list.
I would argue with that because until I got my mindset right with my boundaries of like what I can give to people, I was overdoing it. So I was giving too much to people. So my people skills were having a hard time because my mind wasn't right.
I see. Okay. Yeah. So there's a method to the madness.
For this person. Each person is mad in a different way. All right. So this is number 4. It goes with number 3, the psychology of design.
Fascinating. I watched so many YouTube videos about this. By the way,
this is my list. Like this is not for everyone. It's for you too.
That's a great title for a video right there.
Psychology of design.
There's a lot of good videos.
Oh, I would have loved to learn more about that. That's another topic. But design is awesome. Anything visual sends a message, and learning how to people and then how it relates to how people read messages that you can get visually is so useful. I think we talked about it before, like it comes down to like how you dress, how you present yourself. Like that's
how
design
you sound,
too. Yeah.
Your tone. It's not even just visual. It's like your audio carries you. Yeah. In fact, people say like people recognize your voice. It's not even recognize your face as much as your voice and how you sound. I think that comes across in branding. It's always like,
I took you literally.
No, both.
Okay.
It's both. They're true. It's true in both ways. A lot of times people will hear you before they see you.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be like, oh, I recognize that voice. Whose voice is that?
And it's all can be curated if you need to. And that's the wonderfulness of the psychology of it, is basically being able to curate it.
Yeah.
Because you already have it. But
Yeah. It's just about knowing what emotion you want to convey and how you want to do it.
yeah, and if you want to be like really blunt, it's manipulating, but it's not all messaging, sharing.
It's all propaganda. It's all propaganda.
Well, I think it's time to move to the next one.
No, but I know what you mean. I think
yeah.
propaganda is very much based on psychology to be effective and work.
Concept's the same.
The concept is the same. You're crafting a message. You're not doing it for.
You're just pushing it further.
Yeah, exactly.
For whatever ulterior motive you have.
Yeah, but the point is the whole thing follows like the same thing as like how do people. It's all about humans and how we feel, how we perceive things, and the reactions that we have.
It's so fun.
It is fun, especially if you can do it for a good purpose.
Yeah, it's exciting. Okay, so number 5 is one I struggle with, but it's something that is necessary. Sharing the process.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
You know what you know, but people don't know how you know it. And they need to know how you know it to appreciate what you're giving.
That is so good. Clip that right there. That was so good. Yes.
I learned this most like in a tactile way when I would do live painting or like teaching painting. You can present a painting and people are like, that's cool. But then when you're doing it live, now like even if you're sure of yourself, someone's watching you, you need to be able to be sure of yourself to proceed.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're seeing everything in the ugly. And they're like, you're crazy. And you need to be like, that's okay. Like, just, I won't keep going and I'll have something presented. And in the same way, like sharing your work process for a client, because they're going to be in the ugly with you.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be able to kind of explain the process, how you're getting there, instead of just kind of like disappearing.
Yeah, I made this for you. And then coming back with it ready.
Yeah. You need to be able to like explain your math problem.
Mm. Do you find that they'll reject it more often if they're not a part of the process?
Yeah. They have to know it. But it's like sharing, like, it's for a lot of people, it's really hard. If not hard, not necessarily hard personally, it's just hard to get out of your own mind while you're doing it, because a lot of things come naturally to us. It's like asking a mechanic how you fix this. And some can explain it. Some are like, well, it's fixed. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah.
That's been hard to learn, but I've found it to be so beneficial when you can explain it. It builds so much trust.
Yeah. You'll never do business without this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This one's also not my favorite. Bookkeeping.
I don't think it's anyone's favorite, but it's probably very, very important.
Even if your bookkeeping is just some system, I mean, you have all the access of all your money in your business, and how it comes and goes really is just kind of like what's going to show if it's going to exist or not.
Yeah, it's up to God.
I mean, you got to have track. You got to have data. You have to be able to analyze your decisions. It's your journal to look back on. That was a skill I didn't want to learn. I had a job that I ended up learning bookkeeping, and I actually am really happy about it. It actually really helps. It helps you prep for taxes, helps you be less stressed. Any sort of system is better than no system. I don't know how people do it with just collecting receipts. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's wild. I'm a huge fan of software that can help you out, whether it's Ramp, whether it's QuickBooks, whatever it is. Figure out something that can help you. And I'm pre-revenue right now, so I don't need this. But when the revenue starts coming in, bookkeeping is definitely going to be
I feel like even pre-revenue, like just your expenditures, right?
Yeah.
Even,
You're supposed to keep track of those?
I mean, when you wonder, yes. we can talk about that more, but yes. Okay, and the last one is a skill I highly recommend. Let's go for it. All right. That says website building.
Ooh.
Let me do this.
Website design. Do you think websites are still important in this day and age?
Okay, maybe not website building, but knowing how to get yourself out there.
Okay.
I think when people first start out, that's a big hurdle, and that can hold them back from just getting themselves out there. Even if you have like a Google site, even if your website is your Instagram, like learning how
Yeah.
to do it.
Figuring out like a home base for your business
Yeah.
to exist online.
I do
Okay.
recommend figuring out at least like one.
Yeah.
I think it helps you value what it does, but also when you are in a place to ask someone to do it, it's really helpful to kind of have some background on it.
Oh, I can talk about web design so much.
Yeah?
I I've learned how amazing it actually is, and the more that I know, the more that I realize what I didn't
Is this
know.
your 9 to 5?
This is my 9 to 5. But no, it's super important to have all the right components on the web page. Like you have to verify and show people that they're in the right place all the time. You have to give them social proof. You have to give them something that they see that they recognize, whether it's a tagline, a call. Like, there just has to be messaging that is for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important the order that you put reviews, testimonials, like all the things that people are actually looking for into your website, how to incorporate them the right way, how to like, this is the only place on the internet that you can fully control. Your website is the only place where you have full say over everything that shows up on the page.
So you do think they need one. When you ask me, do you think you still need one?
I'm asking you what you think. I think it's really important to have something that you can fully control, because with platforms like Instagram and other things, you can't. I mean, they are an amazing channel tool for distribution for a lot of things. But if you have a very specific user experience that you want to guide people through, your website is the place that you do that.
I agree. I don't know how. I have a hard time trusting someone if they don't have a website, unless I know them personally.
Yeah. See, I personally, I don't, because if I see your Instagram and you have 10,000 followers, you have a lot of engagement on every single thing, and I know I want to work with you, I don't need you to have a website.
I have questions though. Why don't you? I think it doesn't come down to maybe that trust. It's more just like, why? And now that's where I'm like,
well, some people can just have like a Google form.
Well, like just a home, like a page, somewhere to divert people to, not divert, to send people to.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand not having a home for people to connect with.
Well, especially now that it's so easy to actually get a website made.
That too.
There's two sides to it. One is there's a lot of tools that will make a website for you, which are amazing. But if you still don't know what you're doing, it doesn't matter what tool you're using.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can design a high converting web page, landing page with Wix, with Weave, with any platform. It's not about the platform that you're using. It's about the text, the copy, the tone, the elements you're using, where you're using them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really like what tool you're using. It's like, do you know how to put the right components together, the right Lego blocks? Like, can you stack them and create a high converting landing page? AI can do that too.
But it needs a good prompt.
But it needs a good prompt.
Yeah.
It needs, you need to be knowing what
you want.
Yeah, what you want, what you have to say. And the same way that I don't think AI can create a good logo, it can't create a good it can create a good website copy, but only if you know exactly what to ask it.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of content you need to show up on the website that people are looking for.
Yeah.
So I do think it's important. And like, we're entering the age of AI where people will hear about you from AI probably.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that AI is going to learn about you is based on how many websites, web pages you show up on, where like everything's indexable right now.
Yeah.
Instagram is, TikTok is, LinkedIn. Every single time your name is mentioned, your business, your brand, or whatever, that's a reference point. The more of those that you can have, it's going to be very important to have as many as possible, so that you have as many call outs from, like, because you're just comparing yourself to the next business or the next person that doesn't. And if there's like a whole bunch of Reddit articles about you, or your business is commenting on Reddit all the time, helping people out, like, you're just giving yourself more shots to show up.
It is interesting because these are awesome tools and they do so good. But at the end of the day, like, if someone's expecting them to do all the work for them, we still have to do the human connection part to it. Like you said, we
Right?
have
They
to
can't
show
connect.
up.
They can't connect with us. AIs can't connect emotionally.
It can do great. It can get a good idea, right, of like what people are doing, but
and it can look right and it can feel wrong.
it's very interesting.
It is weird. But in this day and age, even if you can't get a perfect website, whatever, you can go to Cursor, you can go to Claude, you can go to Lovable, you can go to one of these platforms. Just tell it what you want. And these tools are getting so much better at making it. And it's not,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's professional quality, but you can take that rough like prototype that you have it be good enough for now, and then take it and show it to a designer that you want to work with whenever you decided like, this is what I want to say.
When you get clear.
Yeah, when you get very clear. And to
Mhm.
me, like, it took me a long time to get clear with this brand, with figuring out like who I'm talking to, what I want to show, how I want to show
Same,
up,
yeah.
all that. It just takes a while to figure it out.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's awesome for, like you said, especially if you're not sure yet, but you want to start going.
Yeah.
Like we said, we want to start trying it out. It definitely works really well for that.
Well, it's an amazing list. Thank you so much for sharing it. Honestly, I really like your list. I'm
Thank
a fan.
you
So
for
these
liking
are
my list.
these are Vika's 7 non-negotiable skills for starting a business.
Yes.
Vika, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
If people want to work with you or find out more about you, where's the best place that they can find you and reach you?
I think Instagram would probably be best. It's just at Visualite Creative Studio, but my website is visualitecreative.com.
Perfect. And I'll make sure to link those in the show notes.
Oh, thank you.
But thank you for coming on. I hope you have a great week, and let's do this again sometime soon.
All right. Thank you.